As always, guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be the last episode of my 4-part series on the different areas to live in Kauai. Kauai can be broken down into 4 parts: the north, the east, the south, and the west. And today is going to be all about the west side. And sorry guys that it took so long for me to get this video out to you, but I have family visiting like I mentioned in my previous video, so it's a little bit harder to film. You know, I'm doing the touristy things, showing them around, and it was also my son's birthday last week, so I haven't been filming as much, but let's get to it. The west side is about an hour's drive from the main town of Lihue, where our airport and hospital are, and the major attraction on the west side and where most tourists go is to go visit our mini Grand Canyon, which is Waimea Canyon. It's actually an amazing canyon to go and visit. It's about 2 miles wide, 10 miles long, and 3,600 feet deep. But if you're a local, most people head to the west side to go visit Kekaha State Park, which has a lot of camping and hiking. You kind of feel like you're in a totally different world when you go over there because it's higher altitude, and so it's much cooler. You literally have to like bring your sweaters and little hats, and so a lot of people love going over there because it's a little getaway from home. There's also a very famous beach which a lot of locals hit up to, which is the Polihal State Park, which is all the way west as far as you can go at the end of the road. And they do recommend taking a truck or an SUV out there. Even when you rent a car, sometimes they'll say if it's a regular car, you can't go all the way out there because it's about a 5-mile drive of major rough terrain, but it's totally worth it once you get to that beach because it's really calm and quiet beach, and it has super long stretch of white sand. It's really beautiful, worth it. There is also a military base over here on the west side, and so a lot of people tend to live in this area because of this as well. This is also where you'll find Port Island, so if you are visiting and you're going to take a tour, whether it's for the Nepali coast or to go fishing, this is the port you're going to be going out of. The west side is a pretty cool part of the island. It's very different than the rest of the island, and the main towns are Kekaha, Hanapepe, and Waimea. You'll mainly find homes in Waimea and Kekaha, but I'm super obsessed with Hanapepe, so I will cover that as well. So just like in my other videos, I will discuss the average 2-bedroom rental and median sales price and list price for each of those towns, but we gotta go over schools first. So the only 2 preschools I could find in the area that were popular were the Kamehameha Preschool and the Kekaha Head Start. For elementary schools, you're going to have the Ele Elementary School, and that will be for kids located here. And then there's the Kekaha Elementary School for kids located here. And then there is a charter school in the area, which is the Ni'ihau School of Kekaha, which offers kindergarten all the way through 12th grade. So the middle school and high school house the entire west side basically, and residents in this area. And easy names to remember: the Waimea Canyon Middle School and Waimea High School. For private schools, the only private school I could really find that was, again, popular is St. Teresa's Catholic School, which is located in Kekaha, and it offers TK through 8th grade. So now let's talk about the towns on the west side. First up, my personal favorite, Hanapepe. So like I said, it is rare and hard to find homes and rentals in the area, but Hanapepe is just very unique, and it's my probably favorite part of the west side. Super cute town, and you'll fall in love with its history, but today it is the art spot of Kauai. It actually has the largest concentration of artists in one area in the whole island of Kauai. And every Friday night they have the Friday Art Night, and the whole entire town just comes to life. From World War I all the way through the 1950s, Hanapepe was the hot spot of Kauai. They used to have movie theaters and ice skating rinks, but then once Kukui Grove Shopping Center in Lihue came along, things started dying out in the area, but it once was the bustling town of Kauai. But there's still a lot of cool shops and great food, and every Thursday they also have a farmer's market that they hold. You'll also have to take a walk on the Hanapepe Swing Bridge. It was built all the way in the early 1900s, and local residents used to use it to cross the river. But then Iniki came in '92, the hurricane, and destroyed it along with almost everything else in Kauai. So it was rebuilt rebuilt and reinforced, and now it's a very popular spot to go check out while you're in the area. There's also the Kauai Zoto Zen Temple that you should go and check out. Can you tell that I really like checking out temples and stuff? I keep on mentioning them in these videos, but it was built by the Japanese immigrants about 150 years ago. They also put on a Bon Dance festival every year, and though I've not seen many Bon dances in my life, they say that it is one of the best, if not the best, in the state of Hawaii. But if you're not visiting that time of year, then you could just take a tour of the temple, and it's really beautiful, and the owner is really passionate about it. So definitely check it out if you're in town. So some of my favorite spots to check out when you're in Hanapepe is Talk Story Bookstore. It is known as the US's westernmost bookstore, and it is actually, believe it or not, the only bookstore we have on the island of Kauai, and they sell vinyls. So I'm super obsessed. I love records. It's totally my thing. So definitely check that out. Another stop you have to make is Japanese Grandma's restaurant. Super delicious. She makes everything from her heart, and she's awesome. So you definitely have to check out Japanese Grandma. Another thing you have to check out is Midnight Bear Breads. Their bread is super delicious. They have quite a variety, and they also make little pastries and things like that. If for some reason you can't make it all the way out to Hanapepe, you can find them in different areas, and they'll always be at the Kilauea Farmers Market on Saturdays. But they sell out quickly, so you can order stuff on their website to be picked up in Kilauea if you're on the North Shore and can't make it down to Hanapepe. Another thing to check out, Kauai Cookie Company. Say no more. Super delicious. I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but I love those damn cookies. They're really good. So definitely have to check that out too. And lastly is the Hanapepe Valley Lookout. It's just really, really beautiful. Of course, Waimea Canyon is known for being, you know, the top valley to go look at, but this lookout is really beautiful as well, and might as well stop over there and take a look on your way over to go look at Waimea Canyon. So like I said, it is really hard to find rentals out there. I just looked today, and the only two things I could find were a studio for $1,300 and a brand new 2-bedroom house for $2,900 a month. But again, it's rare. Same thing goes with homes. Really hard to find homes in the area, and every now and then they'll pop up. Even today, you look, one home for sale, and it's $800,000, and that's for a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. Next up, Waimea. Waimea, known with the good old red dirt of Kauai. And it sounds like I'm ripping on the area, but it's actually because the dirt over there, you really get to see the true rich red, almost coppery color red dirt of Kauai over there. And if you go hiking in the area, please, for the love of God, don't wear anything you like. This goes for sneakers and clothing, because you know what? Once it touches that red dirt, it is branded for life. It is not coming out of those things. So definitely keep that in mind if you're going hiking. So Waimea was also a happening town way back in the day, in about the late 1800s, but nowadays it's a sleepy little town with about under 2,000 people living there. This is actually the spot where Captain James Cook first made contact with the Hawaiians all the way back in 1778. And like the rest of Kauai, it did become a sugar plantation area until the industry declined. If you want to learn more about the sugar plantation days, they actually do have the Waimea Sugar Mill Camp Museum in the area. You can even sleep over on land that was once part of the sugar plantation at the Waimea Plantation Cottages. I'll put a link in the description below, but the cottages are really, really beautiful. Awesome place to stay if you're going to be staying on the west side. If you are interested in learning more about the Hawaiian culture, I definitely recommend coming in February to the Waimea festival that they put on. It's like a 9-day event, big production, and they do different things to celebrate the Hawaiian culture, like canoe racing. They even have a film festival, different concerts and food. It's definitely worth checking out. It's a pretty big production. Some things to check out in the area are some local eats. You know, I'm wondering if I should do some reviews on local restaurants. I wonder if that would be a thing. I do love food and I love to eat. I do not try to go out too much so I can save money, but curious to know, would you guys be interested in that? Let me know in the comments. But anyway, so local eats, definitely check out Island Tacos, super delicious. And every time I go towards the West Coast, I try to stop over there. JoJo's Shaved Ice. Apparently, if you come to Hawaii, you cannot leave Hawaii without trying some shaved ice. And this is the original JoJo's Shaved Ice. And I think they have like over 60 flavors, so they'll definitely have something you like. Check out Ishihara Market. They are just basically a market, but they will have the most bomb poke that you will eat. It is so delicious. The fish is always super fresh, so definitely check them out, especially for their poke. Lastly, the shrimp station. If you like shrimp, this is the place to go. They do it in all ways, any kind of way, whatever way you like your shrimp, they're gonna have. It's like tons of varieties and different ways they cook it. It is really, really good, really fresh. Average 2-bedroom rental in the area is $2,000. Median list price last month was $533,000, and the median sales price was $508,000. Cheapest property you could find right now is $359,000. That's going to get you a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. Last spot, Kekaha. So Kekaha is right near Waimea town. So in terms of activities, you're going to be doing all the same stuff. You're going to be going hiking in the Kauai State Park, or you're going to go to Polihau State Park for the beach. So in terms of activities, it's all similar. But it does have a little bit of a larger population than Waimea town, with about 3,600 people living there. It also used to be a sugar plantation area and it had a large influence on the development of the area. Actually, Kekaha sugar mill was in operation all the way until the year 2000. I don't know if you'd call this a fun fact, but it's a fact and something I just learned the other day. So Hawaii, not Kauai, but Hawaii's first and only train robbery happened in Kekaha all the way back in 1920. The guy was found and arrested moments after, but I just found that so interesting and thought I would share that. Anyway, so this is a more densely populated area, so it is a contender with Waimea town, and you will find a little bit more in terms of homes and rentals in the area. Average 2-bedroom rental is $1,800. Median list price last month was $550,000, and the median sales price was $530,000. Cheapest property you can find right now is $549,000, and that's going to get you a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath. So that's my video on the west side. Yes, the west side is not as popular as the rest of the island. You're a little bit isolated out there and far from things, and there's not too much to do on that end, but you will find more affordable homes and rentals out there. It's complete, guys. My full series on where to live in Kauai. I'm now wondering where I should go from here. If you guys could help me out in the comments below and give me some suggestions. I know a big one that's been coming up is how I made Kauai happen and how do I make a living. As you may know, it takes me forever to edit my videos because I can talk forever. And so my story, this is a long story, so I have to figure out a way to film it and not kill you guys with boredom for like 10 hours of footage. So I am gonna work on that, but if there's any other things that you guys want to learn about, like I said, I'm a host in Kauai, so I know quite a bit about hosting. I've done real estate in California, and I've invested money in different ways, but it didn't all start like that. So ask me some questions and it'll help guide me into making future videos. I've even considered vlogging, but we'll see where the road takes me. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. And I just want to say how excited I am to surpass 100 subscribers the other day. It's kind of like surreal. I just started this little channel to kind of provide information to others and to help others. And, you know, I never really expected it to kind of grow so quickly in such a short amount of time. So I'm super appreciative and grateful to each and every one of you. And I really thank you so much for watching. I also started an Instagram account, Your Host Jay, and so I'll be posting more videos and photos there, so go on over and check it out. If you like this video, go ahead and click that like button, and if you want to see more videos like this where I talk about Kauai and finance and investing, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I'll see you next time.